Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I drew this with a rectangle, and it came out pretty good. And then I thought I wasn't going to make a video at first. I thought, if we I'm going to call it double cloning. So I'm going to take a rectangle, doesn't really matter what size, and put it and hit P, put it in the center of the page. And now let's round the corners off to like 0.1 or 1 inch. Let's Control D and duplicate it, and let's rotate it 10 degrees. Control D and duplicate it. Now, we have a line here we need to take out. Now, let's go ahead and group this together, Control G, and let's say let's make our nudge inches 10 inches. Now, we're going to take our Smart Fill tool. I'm going to use orange this time, and I'm going to Smart Fill it and Smart Fill it. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually move them up. And I am going to take this first one on the right. Well, matter of fact, we can nudge this out of the way because we're working in the center of the page. I'm going to grab this one right there. And I'm going to go edit and clone. Now I'm going to nudge it down. And if you look, this is our clone curve. So this is our control curve. I'm going to go up to edit and clone this and move it down. Whoop. Move it down to the spot. So this is our control curve. We're actually going to move these out of the way a little bit. I'm going to group these together for just a second. Control D to duplicate it, Alternate C to rotate it from the center. And we rotated 10, we've got 2, so we need 20. It doesn't look like, well, I didn't make a duplicate. Control D, Control D. It doesn't look like it's going to make it around there, but it does at the very end. Now, I'm going to grab them all and go up to Object, Group, and Ungroup All. I'm going to move my clone, and I can move them without nudging. And this is where the magic of the clone. We're going to take this first one, get the Interactive Fill tool, and swipe across. And I call this, if you did this without this, you couldn't really tell what the end results would be. Let me zoom in a little bit. Now we're going to grab the other one. And I didn't put any darkness in that other one, but let's put a little darkness in there and see what happens. That looks not that so good, so I'm going to go back to white. So you could, make it any color you wanted. Let's add a little more burnt orange to that. Let's grab the other one, and let's add a little more burnt orange to that. And you don't have to stick with the original color. You could add some yellows. But this way, you're kind of looking at it in real time, that what it all going to look like. Some really weird ones to some pretty nice ones. But what I was saying about the colors, we could add a yellow up in here and get a little bit of yellow. It's almost basically overpowering. The white has kind of gone away. Let's try to add a little white, like right there. No, I don't like it. You can always just double click and it'll take it away. I'm not liking this as much, so I'm going to double click the yellow and it makes it disappear. But this way, you can kind of, if you're just doing this one, you can't really tell what it looks like. And then we're going to go here, and I really don't like it. It doesn't look as good as my first one. But you get the idea to double clone. My first one actually looks like twisted ribbon. If you grab the zoom tool or something, is almost like a piece of fabric that's been folded. And, you could change it because it's a clone. You could change it, change the entire color. Let's put blue there. That doesn't look half bad. Let's put blue there. And see now, well, you know what? I just turned it blue. I'm going to double click on that. There we go. And then take this one and make them, let's double click and get rid of that one. Let's get a blue background. I really like it a lot better than the orange. I've been using the orange for a while. But you can always go back to the interactive fill tool and play with this and Do whatever you want to with it. And then you can always go back to the other one and play with it. Anyway, hope that gave you some ideas, and thank you for watching.